Today on the Young and Free St. Louis Show, the Show Me Challenge Creative Contest, Budget 101, and a look at the event calendar. Welcome to the Young and Free St. Louis Show, the show that keeps you up to speed on everything we're up to and gives you all the financial info you need to stay young and free in St. Louis. I am your host and spokesperson, Rob Cartwright. Well, the Show Me Challenge is wrapping up, but you still have about a day to get your entries in for your chance to win $2,500. And all you have to do is show us what makes you young and free. Entries must be in by noon on Monday, February 28th, and voting begins on March 1st. Now remember, later this summer, we're going to start our search for a new spokesperson, and if you want to take my job, it's going to look pretty good to be in this contest. And now for some tips. Today in tips, we're talking about the first steps toward making a budget. Now, if you're like most people, you may not actually know how to make a budget. Most schools don't offer personal finance classes anymore, and by the time we get into college, most of us are already in debt. So here's a lesson that we should have learned when we were in 5th grade.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea.
Having expenses that are less than your income.
Bad idea.
Having expenses that are more than your income.
The end.
This may sound really simple, but it's the key to being wealthy. And the great news is anyone can do it, no matter what your budget is. If you can't do it with a small budget, you'll never be able to do it with a large budget. And if you don't believe me, just ask one of those lottery winners who went bankrupt within a year after winning millions. Okay, so let's make a simple budget. The first thing you need to do is add up your monthly income. This should be pretty easy, just look at your paychecks. Next, you need to figure out your monthly expenses, and you might want to take a month to figure it out. Write down everything that you spent money on, whether it was a card payment or a shower curtain from Target, and label each expense. Now compare your expenses to your income. So let's say your monthly income came out to be $1,000, but your expenses came out to be $1,200. Your goal now is to make a budget to get your expenses $200 or lower each month so that it's below your income. Start off by listing your expenses by order of priority. Obviously your bills are going to be at the top, so you want to make an effort to pay those off as soon as you get your paycheck. As you work your way further down the list of priorities, you're going to find out pretty quickly what your wants are and what your needs are. Now I know a cable bill is a bill, but if it's putting you in the hole, it's not a necessity. The last step in making a simple budget is to put any extra money toward your financial goals, like an emergency fund, paying off debts, or building your savings account. Making a budget is important, I promise. So quit whining and just do it.
Stop whining.
So now let's take a look at the event calendar for this week. Coming up on March 1st, the St. Louis Blues take on the Calgary Flames at Scott Trade Center at 6 p.m. Tickets for this game have been dramatically reduced, and you can pick up the expensive all-you-can-eat seats for only about $37. Also coming to Scott Trade on March 4th, 5th, and 6th is the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship. Coming up on March 5th, the second largest Mardi Gras party celebrates with the Soulard River City Grand Parade. That starts at 11 a.m. Also later on March 5th at Helen Fitzgerald's in South County, the St. Baldrick's Foundation celebrates their annual event for children's cancer research. Come get your head shaved for charity. And if you want to finish off a great March 5th, head on down to the pageant to see the Dropkick Murphys play at 8 p.m. The show is $25. And speaking of concerts, if you're interested, on March 9th, my band will be opening up for Warner Drive at Foo Bar. The show starts at 7 p.m. and it's only $10 to get in. And if you come see me, I will give you a free t-shirt and a CD. And a final bit of news here, our Vantage Credit Union DuPere branch will be closing for good on March 31st. We apologize for the inconvenience, but if you're a regular at this branch, please check out our Sunset Hills, Olivet, or West County locations. For more information, head on over to vcu.com. And that about wraps up this week's Young and Free St. Louis show. Don't forget to head on over to youngfreestlouis.com for blogs, videos, events, contests, and more. And as always, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Rob Cartwright signing off. Bam, sucker!